All right, Sami Abusaad joining us back from T3 Trading. Sami, how are you doing on this Tuesday?
Doing great. Good to be with you.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. So, a lot's happened since last time we've had you on. The markets have been, inching higher here, making new highs. It seems like every single day. What, are there specific sectors you've been watching? What has been your trading strategy the past few weeks?
My trading strategy has been to recognize that the market is bullish and to actually commit to it and be bullish. I think the main reason why the market keeps going up is because people never really fully commit to it. So there's always these doubters. As long as there's some doubters in the market, then the market can keep going up. But when everybody's sure about it, that's when it tops out. So it's actually doubters that keep the market going up. And for me, as a professional trader, I recognize that, and I've been fully committed to being bullish. I have like over 40 positions long.
Oh.
And yeah, I do.
All long?
I have 40 some positions long, and I have one short. And yesterday I entered
What's
into another short. That's
What's
it.
the short?
It's PGNY.
PG.
So PGNY. It's a little stock.
Progeny. I've never traded this. I don't think. What do they do?
I don't know what they do.
No, he doesn't like the chart.
Technician.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they do. They make eggs and bacon for all I know. It doesn't even matter. They don't do it well. That's why it's going down.
It's the chart. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
You think I know what all the 40 plus symbols that I have in my portfolio? You think I know what each of them does?
What's your biggest one? What's your biggest long?
I don't have like a biggest.
Oh, you keep them kind of balanced.
They're all over the place. I mean, there's some tech stocks. There's some all over the place. Bitcoin stocks. There's some even like 3M. From 102.
Long. There you go.
Yeah, from 102. I have Baba. I'm getting killed this morning on Baba, but I have it from $81. I have Ericsson from $6. So I have a bunch of things. I have Roku. I have Affirm, which is probably my favorite long. It's not my biggest long, but it's probably one of my favorite long-term charts. As well as Twilio is something that I really like too. So I have a bunch. I even have ARK. I got in it a few days ago. I think it bottomed.
Wow, we haven't matching Kathy in ever. Holy mackerel!
I do a lot of scanning.
I'm going to go on a tangent on Kathy. Kathy just quickly. You know what would be really ironic is if Tesla actually starts to go and Kathy ARKK comes out of the gutter because of Tesla once again, because she's really buying a lot of Tesla on the dip. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I'm not saying that's imminent here, but I think when we look 2 years from now, maybe ARKK is a lot higher because of Tesla. It's possible.
Look at the monthly chart of ARK. It's not bad at all.
Yeah. It looks a lot like Tesla, except Tesla has that ugly last couple of days.
It doesn't look exactly like Tesla, but I mean, it's starting to curl and move up. Look at Twilio, the monthly chart, how it's starting to, to move up. Look at Affirm. That's kind of what I like. It's when the chart is starting to curl up.
Does she own all those stocks?
I own all these stocks, correct.
Does she own Affirm? I think she owns a lot.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're curling, and you're saying this market's going higher. You're a curler.
Something like that.
Where do you find? So are you just looking through? Do you have a filter? Are you manually looking through charts? How are you finding these stocks, Sami?
Yeah. So I use TC2000, and on the weekend, I scan literally every single U.S. stock that does over 500,000 shares in volume, every single U.S. stock. And I also save the gapping stocks. So throughout the week, every day, I have like 200 gappers per day on average. I save that and I add it to my list. And so at the end of the week, I have like 1,000 symbols at least to go through, and I filter through them, and I do multiple steps. So I go from 1,000 to, let's say, 500, from 500 to 200, and then to a manageable number of like a dozen or so every single day. So I spend quite a bit of time scanning, and I think that's how it should be. We shouldn't be spending, we shouldn't only be spending a ton of time trading, but what about the preparation? What about the scanning? What about, so I do that because I enjoy it actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, So, Sammy, right now, I mean, there's some question marks about the Fed cutting interest rates because, we were expected to get more cuts. Now it's looking like, oh, the labor market was a little bit hotter than some people expected. Maybe they don't need to keep cutting. Do you have any sectors in mind based on what the Fed does next, or are you just kind of wait and react, see what's moving, and then you hop in after you run your screeners?
To tell you the truth, I pay no mind to any of that stuff. I just look at the charts. The charts look good, I get in. Truly, that's what I do. Like, what's the impact of Bitcoin, of the Fed cutting interest rates on Bitcoin? I don't care. Bitcoin is looking great. Get in it. I don't want to overanalyze stuff. I just want to keep it simple.
So what right now? I mean, like talking about some current movers. I mean, what would be your technical outlook on something like the China sector? I mean, it rallied higher for 2 straight weeks. Then you get this wicked sell-off. Like if you're looking at, say, a chart of Alibaba or something, what would be your sign that, okay, now this is starting to turn around, I can hop in and buy it? Or on the flip side, okay, I can put a short on this now.
Unfortunately, this is what I meant when I first said, doubters keep the market going. With the China stocks, if you look at them, they went vertical because everybody was like, yes, China's the place to be. China, and it went vertical, and now it's crashing. Now it's really, really hard to jump in. In fact, I'm getting out of Baba. We trailed out of half at 112, and now it's actually gapping below my second trail to 103. I got it at 81, so it's okay. But now it's much, much harder because you got a vertical move up, and now it's just free fall. That's not, so that's hard to do.
So you'd rather find something with a defined trend to the upside or the downside rather than something that's so volatile like the Chinese stocks that are going up and down.
Absolutely. I want something that's nice and steady, not something that's way too crazy. Way too crazy, you can't control it.
Which stocks are showing steady trends right now?
I mean, look at Ericsson. I'm in it from 621. And just look at that trend.
Through earnings too?
And I sent out an alert yesterday and I said, I can read the alert because I have it still, word for word, that Ericsson doesn't look great, but given the fact that it's still in an uptrend, we are deep in the money, and that we already booked profits on the first target on the first half, I am going to hold it. So I held it through earnings. Yeah. And you know that about me. I play earnings. So that's coming up. So I'm really excited about it.
Okay, stop for a second. If you're just a chartist, but you still play earnings, how's that all work together? Tell me about that. It's all
based on the chart. Remember HPE? Did I read the financials when you asked me about it on the show? And I said, it looks good. It's just a chart. I look at the chart. And the way I do it is I look for stocks that are really bullish, but are not extended into earnings. For example, Morgan Stanley is reporting after the close, I think, today.
Yes.
Look at the chart of Morgan Stanley. Would I be interested in it? No. Why? Well, it's bullish, but it's too extended. It's way up. So I want bullish, but I want the majority of people to be sleeping on it, and to not be buying it ahead of earnings, because then that keeps the expectations in check. So I want the Michael Jordan of stocks, but everybody thinks it's LeBron. I'm kidding. Everybody thinks it's some average NBA player. So that's what I want. I want something that's not being bought too much ahead of earnings.
All right, so Sammy, we've got this QR code and a link in the description for your virtual trading floor next week. Or maybe it's in 2 weeks? No, that's next week.
No, next week.
What can traders get if they join this? I mean, are you going to go through, how you find your stocks, your screeners, your levels? Like what can I expect if I hop in this virtual trading floor with you?
You can expect a lot, and I better deliver on it. So you're going to get access to my day trading room. So that's 8 hours a day. And you're going to get my newsletter. That's the swing trades that I call every single day. Plus, you're going to get my earnings newsletter, which comes out in the afternoon. That tells you what stocks I'm going to play on earnings. So you're going to get everything. You're going to get to see my portfolio, how I'm managing it. You're going to see the day trades. For example, this morning, I'm looking to do the Cody short, the COTY, that's gapping down. That looks really good. So, you're going to see it all. And then after that, you decide you want to join, you want to find somewhere else. But it's an amazing opportunity, I think, honestly.
Sammy, so let's say you short Cody. And just hypothetical
Yeah.
situation here. It goes down, making new lows. We know last night they, an earnings warning, nothing looking that great there fundamentally for the stock. Let's say it pulls a Boeing on you and reverses and closes green. Would you say I'm wrong and get out? At what point, I'm just looking at risk management here perspective here, because when trading earnings, they can be wild. Like I've been in them and then, oh my God, it's going up on bad earnings. What do I do? At what point do you say, look, I'm wrong and I'm going to get out? As
soon as it gives me enough information to tell me that I might be wrong. I don't actually wait to be 100% sure that I'm wrong. The business we're in is called speculation. If you wait until you're 100% sure you're wrong, it's too late. So as soon as I sense that this thing is not going, it's starting to go against me, I get out. I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about seeing the potential, saying, oh, I like this opportunity. It doesn't pan out. You move on to the next one. So I have no problem being wrong at all. So yeah, as soon as it starts to go against me and it starts to break intraday levels, like resistance levels on the intraday timeframes, I'm out. No problems at all. I have no problem being wrong. Truly, I have no problem being wrong.
All right. Well, if you're someone who, is an active day trader, you want to get more into actively trading, especially on the technicals, hit that QR code on the screen. Go to the link in the description to join Sami in his room next week. Sami, we always love bringing you on the show. All the guests from T3 are great. So thank you again for joining us this morning. Any final trades or thoughts you want to outline before we let you get on with your
what are you thinking about buying?
Yeah.
What am I thinking about buying? Well, I'm adding to my CORZ, CORZ, which is a Bitcoin stock. Okay. I'm adding to that today. I also like the GNRC, so George, Nancy, Richard, Charlie.
Oh, Generac.
Yeah.
You got more hurricanes coming at us?
I like it. Look at the monthly chart.
I hope not.
You called me a curler. Look at the monthly chart. It's curling, baby.
There you go.
It's still hurricane season, and there's some stuff brewing, they said, down there in the Gulf, so a little bit scary.
I'm adding to my Zillow position. So, there's quite a bit. Bitcoin looks good. There's a lot of stuff that looks really good right now. I don't know.
Beautiful. All right. Well, Sami, Abusaad, again, thank you for joining us on Pre-Market Prep this morning. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we will be catching up with you soon.
Thanks for having me again. Take care, guys.